Hey guys, how's it going? So in this tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to set up Python and all of its necessary components for enabling scientific computing on a Windows PC. So the first thing that we are going to need is Python itself. So just, Google Python and head over to the home page. Now on the home page, you can go to this downloads tab and then head over to the Windows, since this tutorial is about Windows. However, I'll make a similar tutorial for Linux, Ubuntu as well. Anywho, so once you are in Windows, then just go to the latest Python release. And for this tutorial, we'll be using Python 3 because that is really most compatible for a lot of libraries and packages that are needed for scientific computing. So once you're in this page, Python 3.7.2 or any version for you, depending on when you watch this video, then head down and you will find a files here, and then find a installer for Windows. So in my case, I'll be installing Python on a 64-bit PC. Therefore, I'll choose this Windows x86 64 executable installer. So just go ahead and download it. It's around 25 MBs. However, I won't be downloading it as I have already downloaded it and it's on my desktop right here. So I'll just go ahead and install it by double clicking on it. So just say run here. And then you can either customize your installation. However, you can also install by just clicking on install now. So that is what I'm going to do, and for the sake of tutorial, I recommend that you guys do it as well. And also just check this tick box that is add Python 3.72 path. So just tick that and click on install now, and then just wait for the installation to complete. And here it says that setup was successful, so that's great. So just go ahead and close it, and go to your start menu and search for Python over there, and just do a test run to see if it installed correctly. So here it is, Python 3.7 64-bit. So just go ahead and launch it, and here you can see the good old Python terminal. So here I can perform something like a is equal to 5, and then print a, and that's good. So Python is working well on our PC. Also, we can check and see if it works on the command line as well. So here is a sample Python script that I have here. So it is a very simple program that is print a into 5.45. So we'll just go ahead and check it out. So here it is on my desktop. So I'll change my directory to the desktop, and then just try to run this using debug.py. So here you see that when I run it like debug.py, then it says 27.25, which is the answer. So it means that the Python installation was successful and it's running well, and also that the path was added to the environment variables or something like that. So therefore when we ran debug.py, it ran successfully. So that's it. That's how you install Python. Now the next step for enabling scientific computing is to install the necessary modules / libraries on your for your Python. So some of the common libraries that you'll be using are NUMPY, SCIPY, and SYMPY. So the next step would be to install those. However, there's one intermediary step, that is to install the package manager for Python, which is pip. So we'll be installing that. So for that, you'll head over to this link right here. I'll put this in the description down below. Then what you can do is you'll need to do you'll need to download getpip.py file. So I have already downloaded it on my computer, so I'm here it is on my desktop, getpip.py. And then the next step that you need to do is you need to run it using your command line. So just head over to command prompt, hold on a second, cmd, and then change your directory to wherever you have that file, and then just run that getpip.py and then hit enter. So what this Python script does is it basically uses your internet connection to connect with the internet, and then download the necessary pip or the Python package manager. So just wait for it to compile and install. Now one thing interesting that I'm noticing here, which I didn't test out before in this video was, I think that the Python package that we just installed shipped with, a pip version 19.0.3, and I think that that should have been enough, but I didn't know that. So anywho, we have installed pip once again, and we can verify whether it's installed correctly or not by running pip -v. And okay, so that's great. So it says that the it is giving us a lot of options that we can use with pip. So that means pip has been installed very successfully. So now the next step would be to use pip to install NumPy, SCIPY, etc. And that procedure is pretty straightforward as well. So you just give the command pip install and then NumPy, for example, and then hit enter, and there you are. So it says that it's collecting NumPy, and just wait for it to establish a connection and download it and install it. Okay, so we are getting an error. That's weird. Maybe I'll just run this command once again to check and see if there was some issue with my internet connection or something like that. Okay, so here it is. So that definitely was an issue with my internet connection, that we got that error, because it's now working and is downloading the packages. So we'll just wait for them to install. And that's it. So the NumPy package was installed pretty successfully. Now similarly, to install SCIPY, all you are going to need is to type SCIPY, pip install SCIPY, and then hit enter. And similarly, for SYMPY, you can give the command pip install SYMPY. So we'll just wait for them to download and then install. So that was SCIPY, which installed pretty successfully as well. Now lastly, we'll be installing SYMPY, which is a Python library for symbolic computation. So just give the command pip install SYMPY and wait for it to install. Okay, so that's SYMPY. So now we have installed all the three necessary packages for scientific computing. So next thing we are going to do is we are going to do a quick check to see whether these work or not. So we'll just head over back to Python. So you can just launch it by typing in Python in your start menu and then launching this. But we already have had that open. Anywho, so here is the Python terminal, and we can just try out import NumPy. I'm sorry, NumPy. Okay, so that's it. And if this command runs without any errors, which it did, then that means that the package was installed successfully. And similarly, we can import SCIPY, which imported successfully as well. And then finally, we can try and import SYMPY, which also is successful. So that is it. That is how you install Python and get it running, along with the necessary libraries such as NumPy, SCIPY, SYMPY for scientific computing or programming. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and learned something from it. If you did, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching and have a great day.